How's it going, YouTube? Back again for another market analysis here for the London session. We're going to go ahead and review some levels for S&P, also for gold and for oil. So we're going to go into it. Let's take a look at S&P 500. Take a look at a longer term chart here on a range bar chart here, which is a 10-tick range bar chart. We're going to look at some levels together. For the London session, we're going to be probably trying to play this on S&P 500 for some support between maybe 55, 56 and as low as 52.50, right at that level of prior resistance. That's going to be our support, and if we can hold that, more than likely we're going to try to look for some upside movement into the levels, the prior peaks above. So definitely here would be one area we're looking to take off some lots, and again back up maybe right around here. Let me go ahead and put a horizontal line. So high side 73, and then above that we're probably going to try to peak 80 to 83, and then maybe try 90 for the night on S&P 500, but still within this upward trend here, and we're still holding some support. So as long as we can hold that 55 to 56, low side of 52.50, we're going to use that as some support, major level of support, to look for opportunities of rotation and then buy dip opportunities to the upside. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 4-tick here real quick for you guys. We've had some opportunities already. Went through a session with a couple of the guys on group coaching that we do here at TRADEPRO Academy, but we were looking at this a little bit earlier to analyze what we were looking for as far as trades. So market did pull all the way up to about 73 to, well, actually maybe about 74.50, 74.75, and we stalled out. That's our resistance level for the night, and major level of support coming in between 56.75 to about 52 on the low side. I'll probably look to try to take some trades between 55, 56. And my more conservative trades are going to be right around 52 to 53 on the low side. So we had some opportunities. As long as we come into this level and hold it as some support, definitely going to be looking for some trades to come up into about 64, and then as high as maybe 68 to 73 again, and break that level again like we saw on that 10-tick. We'll look for the upside of 80 to 85. Maybe even into 90, 75 on the upside. So still holding, as you guys can see. If we're looking at this level right here, you zoom out of this, you're still in a strong uptrend. What this looks like is just some pullbacks within this upward trend. We're pulling back right into this level, so you guys can see how that's working. And I would say we're probably expecting this to move down maybe a little bit more, try to retest that level of support. But if we continue to get higher lows, at one point we're going to break that upside. So I would say it's probably going to come in between 56 to 55 for opportunities of rotation of support, and then an upside move from there. If we can dip, it's probably going to look something like this. We're either going to dip here and find some support just like that. A couple rotations will give me an opportunity back up, or we could dip just a little bit lower, even to the very bottom of this, find some rotations here. As long as we have everything falling in line, we can get some opportunities of trade there too. So that's kind of what we'd be looking at on the long side of things. I wouldn't be trying to short unless we're below 52. Once I'm below 52, then I will wait for a pullback, and then I'll look for an opportunity to look to short. But as of right now, the only short trades I could see are either going to be going below 52 and then coming back for a pullback somewhere underneath here. So you can try to look for something like this, pull back into that area, resistance, and then opportunity to short. But without all of that, then I'd probably be looking, maybe you can try to fade this general area right here, right across, right at 64.75, as we gradually pull into there. But just be cautious, because once it's up to that level, there's a strong potential that it tries to break through it and continues to the upside. So I'll show you guys what that looks like with everything added onto it. So you can add the studies here, unhide these studies. You can see where we're looking to buy is right at the edge, where you got a lot of thin volume right here. Buyers coming in, you see those volume nodes sticking out. They're green volume nodes. A lot of buyers. Overnight low, point of control came in right underneath. Volume profile, not volume profiles, but moving averages coming underneath as well. So potential pull expected into this level, right where you see that VWAP 63 to maybe as high as 64. And you got a high volume node coming in, maybe about 65.50. All right, so high volume node may even be the target. You can see how this volume nodes stick out there. And that will probably be where the volume starts to thin out. If we can't get past that, then maybe we'll get a slight pullback. But some good opportunity to the upside right now on S&P 500. And maybe this level will hold up if it can, and we come back into this level and we hold support again during the London session. Again, it will be a good opportunity of trade for the London session. So we'll wait on that level. Let's take a look at gold. Take a look at what we had so far. We are in a long-term pullback, I guess you would say. Still a downtrend. We came to some strong resistance at 1580, and we're kind of holding that level. Now, 15.7, we had some levels for support opportunity back up, which was right around, which was right around the 1570 to 68 as a level of support. Ours is going to be maybe just a little bit lower. I'm going to extend this rectangle just a little bit again. Let's see, try to put it somewhere right around here. Now, I mean, it's probably going to be around the same level, but there's going to be two opportunities of long entries. One being somewhere right around here, 70 to 71 or 72, and then you can try to be conservative and wait for maybe about 68 to 66 on a downside move. If you zoom this out just a little bit, you guys can see how we're holding a little bit of a structured move, right? So we had prior peaks down below, and we're above those peaks, holding as some support right now. Market's pulled back, so this area right now needs to break above. In order for me to want to take a long opportunity, we need to break above and start to hold these 70s. If so, 70 to 71s. If not, then we'll probably look for a move back down into 66 to 68. And if we can get that with some rotations, then I'll probably look for a long opportunity. So to make it a little bit more clear, if you want to wait out for some things, this is going to be our next opportunity of trade. Right in between is more of like in the middle of the range. So if I'm waiting for anything, it's probably waiting for this thing to come back down into this level, something like that, pull back into that level, get some bounce off that level, rotate a couple times. If we thin out with volume, look for an upside move from there. If the moving averages come underneath, then that's going to be even better, more of a confirmation for a move upward. All right, so let's look at a forward tick, get a closer view of what that looks like, guys. Pulling this up here for you guys. This is where you really get your rotations in there. You guys can see we came down to about 69, came all the way back down to 66. Same levels that we're looking at on that 10 tick. But right now we're rotating right at about 70 to 71 is the opportunities of rotation. So we may get a couple bounces here, just kind of waiting out to see what happens in these levels. This was a prior level of resistance, so may pull up into that area. Let me actually put a horizontal line so we could see what level is that resistance is at. So may pull up into about 72 and then collapse from there, but we'll see. Again, still in a downward trend, may even try to pull back up, but I would probably say, you know, if you want to trade in that middle area, go ahead, by all means go ahead. I would say maybe 69 to 70 might be a better opportunity for a long versus trying to get it right in the middle to try to touch that 72. But if anything, if it drops, I'd let it drop to see if it can drop down into about 66 to 68. All right, so again, what it looks like on the smaller term is you're looking to pull down and then start to get some rotations to hold that, right? Let's take a look at what it looks like with the studies on. That's where we really start to thin out with the volume. So you could probably, I would say it might be a little bit less risky to wait for that to come in. But if you want to try to take opportunities of trades to the long side from here, I can understand, you know, if you want to try to do that, that's no problem. You got a little bit of a volume node coming in right there, right at that level, so might get a push into that level. But again, you got a point of control there. Overnight low comes right down here at the bottom. So this might be a better opportunity to look for some longs, given that the volume thins out right in this level, or even maybe right here at about 60, 65, 66. So I'd probably wait out for that. If we can get that opportunity for that to collapse down into this level during the London session, then I'll probably be looking for some long opportunities right off that level. So I'm thinking S&P gradually climbs a little bit. So I'm probably going to see maybe a slight drop off on gold back into these levels first, and then get an opportunity to trade from there. Now let's take a look at oil, get a little bit of an insight on oil, what we're looking at for the London session. Now we're back up on oil. Let me see if we're in the right area. I believe we're at about 64, yeah, 50, 64. We have some resistance coming right into that level right there. So ideally, this is what we're looking at. Now, if we can break above this level on this 10 tick, you'll see we have some resistance at 5104. So I'd probably say we're more than likely probably going to try to pull into that area if we can break above. But we need to see a break, not only a break, but a pullback. And in that pullback, we need to see this area used as support. Now, if it can be used as support off maybe 2 to 3 rotations, then we can look for a long opportunity. Or you might even get something along the lines of this. It can have a 2-try failure to pull back down, and you can get an opportunity from there. So 1 try here, right, and it can't pull any lower. Slightly lower try here, and then a push back up to 51. You can try that. Now, if you hold this with some resistance, though, that's where you can really maybe start to capitalize on a short here within this range of motion. These were kind of towards the same areas. Well, we had 40 as a resistance yesterday, which was a good opportunity to short right around 40, 50. So the market can come into this area. Now, if it holds this as resistance, right, you're going to look for some resistance rotations. You can short that back down into the range. If you're looking into the bottom of the range, if you're looking at this, we do got a pretty clear, I would say it's probably a slight downward trend with the sideways motion. So we're moving slightly sideways. This is the way you want to play the range. Sell high, buy low. So if you get some resistance rotations, you can look for an opportunity to try to do that for it. Again, the London session played out the way we wanted to see it, so we got an opportunity short on oil. But this is what we're looking for right now. If we get that break above, come back, pull back, we'll get some support rotations. Look for a long into 5104. If not, we'll hold this area as some resistance, and then we'll look for a short opportunity back down into 49.60. Maybe even take some lots right off at about 50 even. Let's take a look at a closer view on this one. On this 4 tick, you guys see quite a bit of levels actually we're looking at, but let's clear this up just a little bit. So tonight, again, we'll be looking for trade opportunity into the same level here. Maybe about 50, 60 to hold. If we can get some holding right in this area, then again, we'll look for some rotations here and a collapse back down. But zooming out of this chart, you guys can see that's a strong level of resistance. But if we get above it, going to be some decent side upside move into about 5104. So we'll be looking for that, guys. That's our trade opportunities as of tonight. When we get into the London session, we'll see where the prices are at and where the market price is. Then we'll look to try to trade based off of what's happening with the price action, guys. But okay, we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. If you guys do like these market analysis videos, I will be posting some of the trades that we take during the London session with these levels to see how they work out for you guys. I haven't yet posted anything because the video kind of ran over yesterday, so I got to do some editing on that one. But we're going to be posting some of these results along with the analysis before it, and then the results of the London session afterwards, so you guys can see how that works out. But again, if you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys do want to learn how to trade, you can reach us here at TRADEPRO Academy. My email is david@tradeproacademy.com.